On April 25, 2015, a devastating earthquake measuring 8.1 on the Richter scale struck Nepal. The epicenter was 90 miles from the capital city of Nepal in the small town of Gurkha. The loss of life, homes, and livelihood was great. The approximate numbers were 8,000 killed and over 20,000 injured. On April 27th, Dr. Abraham Thomas, director of the Ludhiana Christian Medical College, assembled an emergency medical team. The next morning, after prayers and blessings were offered, the CMC team departed on their 800-mile trip to Nepal. The team of 4 doctors included Dr. Samuel, the orthopedic surgeon who served as the team leader. Rounding out the team was Dr. Sebastian, anesthesiologist, Dr. Sakharia, maxillofacial surgeon, and Dr. Alex, resident orthopedics. I had the joy of sitting down with a couple of the team members and listening to their experience.
We were supposed to operate in a place at the Indo-Nepal border in Bihar, which is Raxaul, and then we were supposed to go into Nepal and find a place and operate wherever we could. Yeah. And so we did our part in both the places during our stay.
Why don't you talk a little bit about the destruction you found, what you saw when you got there?
The highways were destroyed. We couldn't go via the main highways. They were destroyed. There were lines and lines of trucks with relief materials stranded and stuck. So all the vehicles that had to get to Kathmandu and onwards had to take these mountain roads, narrow goat paths and all. It was quite an experience. Kathmandu proper was not so badly damaged, but yeah, again you leave Kathmandu and go into the mountains again, where we were based out of a place called Lalitpur. That area was bad. That area was real bad. Homes were totally broken down, complete walls missing, a lot of devastation. I believe there was a lot of loss of life.
Initially, when I went there, I was scared. I didn't know. I mean, I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I know how to operate, but I didn't know what to do. But the first patient when I saw and he looked at me, I asked him a few questions. He kept on staring me with that blank face. There was just a blank face, and I didn't know how to respond to it. That face was for help, cry for help or something, like you do whatever you want to do kind of a look. So once we started working, it was a very fulfilling experience. They treated us very differently the way patients treat us there, but there it was really different. Patients were coming and we were operating, and they were very thankful to us that we were doing some work.
The people knew that there was a team that had come in from CMC. In the wards, there was, there was awareness. A lot of people, even in Nepal, patients came up and said, we believe that you people have come, and can you help us with this and can you help us with that? And as Sir said, when we left, there were smiles. I took selfies with patients because they were smiling so much, and that really gave us a good.
We were also smiling when we were coming back. At least we did something, some help. We were able to do something over there. We came empty-handed.
Can you talk about some of the materials that you took?
We took over almost 3 cartons full of medicine. I think there must be 4 or 5 cartons full of medicine, and I think 2 cartons or 3 cartons full of clothes we took to distribute.
Tent materials, sleeping
bags and other things, other household things which were useful for the victims.
Just briefly, what were some of the procedures that you used?
Well, I did one distal radius plating. I did one dynamic hip screw fixation for the hip. Then I did one distal femur plating, which was a compound fracture. I did it after some time once the wound was okay. And there was one compound ankle, which again I did after some time when I was satisfied that wound will heal. And I am in touch with the other doctors who are over there who are seeing the follow. So these patients are doing beautifully, and fractures have united. They are rehabilitated and they're doing very good right now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, likewise, fracture reductions for a lot of. I had more of pediatric trauma to deal with, more of children with injuries, facial injuries. So that was a lot of my work, and yes, of course, a few adults with fracture reductions, a lot of minor surgical procedures, lacerations, tears, tissue loss, avulsions, to try and repair all that. So that was
along with all those things, I have given a lot of tractions also, splints. One interesting was Brian's traction for a child. He was less than 2 years.
We weren't just restricted to our specialities. We went in with general surgery and assisted them in their cases. Ajay walked into gynac and assisted them with obstetric cases. We were in the OPD. Wherever we were required at that point of time,
whenever
we were
we used to get up,
if we were done with our list, we went into the next theatre.
Food, we used to get up. If we had food, we eat and we start off. Anybody. But there's no restriction, time restriction kind of a thing. If
now, we are only so-and-so surgeons, we'll only do so-and-so surgery. No. We were happy to do whatever we got on as well.
What did you find difficult?
Getting to the place was hard. Yeah,
terrain. And second thing was when we were in Nepal, we could see from a distance, okay, that is the place which is destructed. But the worst part was how to reach there. How to get, we had material. How to deliver that, because to go down, then up, and then cross the mountains and reach there with the things, carry those things, how to carry them, because we were not equipped properly to carry them. So we then got into with agencies who helped us getting those things there. So that was one thing. And second thing was people came and told us there are patient there is a patient there. But the question was how to carry him back here.
How to access them.
How could we access? So we taught few people how to give splints and all. So when they went there, they applied those splints and they told us, okay, we have done this. So we are happy, at least something was done for them.
On the job training for people, just to get the patients to you.
Yeah.
Infrastructure was all right.
If they were also not able to come, we wanted at least some help to reach there through us.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would want to say to people that would hear this or think about doing something like this?
Something that I felt was really lacking in the relief efforts was the way it was coordinated. A lot of people were just blindly donating. A lot of people were just giving into NGOs, not knowing where their money or where their relief supplies were going. So the only thing that I would like to tell people is that I really hope and pray that something like this doesn't happen anywhere in the world again. But yes, we are but humans and we do live on planet and it's going to happen again. The relief efforts, the way that supplies are sent should be coordinated. You must have people whom we know at the ground, at the ground level, at the sites, who are able to then coordinate these donations further, because just blindly sending it doesn't really necessarily reach the people. The bulk of the supplies were in Kathmandu, whereas the real damage was in Pokhara. I have a classmate who was in Kathmandu. We spoke to him. We tried to ask him if we can do something for him there. But again, uncoordinated this thing, the whole world and their second cousins landed up in Nepal to help. So the problem of plenty, again, with too many relief workers, not enough relief material, and not enough streamlining of aid and patients to doctors so that doctors can take care of them.
I want to thank you. I know you're busy, and I really appreciate your coming and sharing.
Thank you. Pleasure.
It is easy to be proud of the outreach services provided by the Ludhiana Christian Medical College.